Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, this week we're going to see how you've changed. We're going to look at who you were then, who you are now, the lesson that you have not fully learned, and the lesson that you have fully learned. So I'm going to explore these questions using my Archangel deck and my Fairy deck to kind of see like the challenges and angelic guidance that you've had around you in the past and you have now and what you've been working through. All right, Gem, so we're going to get started with the Archangel deck and see. Okay, Gemini, the first thing I want to talk about is your underline because it's really open and obvious that there is something here for you about writing something. Like it's almost like some sort of hidden thing inside of you that's going to come out in writing. And so I don't know how that is. If it's like a memoir, a book, a poem, a message to a friend, it's possible because right now you do have a friendship card sitting in your now energy. But you have creative writing, Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. And then you have hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. And then I feel like right with the Page of Wands, to me, that's my communicator page, like the page that speaks, that talks, does listen, but mostly speaking and talking, right? And then writing is a creative way of doing, is another form of doing that. So yeah, I'm not even sure how that comes into the rest of the reading. It's an underline, so it could kind of like the reason we're here sometimes. Most of the time, it's either the energy that built you up to where you are in this reading, or it's the conundrum that you're trying to get through or something, right? So I thought that was really interesting that like all of your underlying cards are kind of like pointing towards the same thing, which is, you know, something within you expressing that. And I do want to say like maybe if it's something hidden, something that you've never expressed, or in a way that you've never expressed it before. Oh, okay. So that was the underline. Now, what I want to say is your reading is interesting because you've got, look at these two sacred geometry cards that you have. This one is in the then, like you in the past, and this one is in the now. So the then is with Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay, I want to say the spiritual truth that you came to understand was that you suddenly kind of realized at some point in the past here that you were standing in a puddle of shit. It's like you were standing in a puddle of shit and you didn't even know it. You didn't even know it. And then something came through to you and you went, oh my God, I'm standing in a puddle of shit. What? How did I find myself in a puddle of poo? I don't know, but I need to do something about that. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, so it's the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Wands. And I want to kind of say, like, expecting more. I expect more from me than a puddle of poo. So I'm not going to stand in a puddle of poo anymore. I'm going to go in a different direction. Like, this is so lack. This is being on the outside looking in. This is just not real. It's like, wow. Because the stargazing card is over here too. And this is when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focused. And I feel like, you know, if you've never realized that you were standing in poo, it's kind of like you need to change your focus here and take a hard look at what you're in. What mess have you got yourself into here, Gemini? Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. See what I'm saying? It's like, dang, this is going, how did I do this to myself? That's what I'm kind of hearing, like, how did I do this to myself? Or how did I allow this to happen to myself? But then I do want to give you, kudos, because it's almost like the minute you realize you're in this Five of Pentacles, boom, I got to get out of here. This is not good. I expect more for me. Well, I don't know what you expect, but it's just expecting something beyond what you were allowing yourself to put up with. Well, I'm getting that. Don't know what area of your life, but it's there, So now is the part that I'm really trying to understand here. So it's sort of like you're still incorporating these geometric symbols, the sacred geometry, this esoteric information, but you applied it to kind of like the outside of you. Now it's applying it to the inside of you, because this is about opening up and clearing your chakras. Using this, the gunk. If you stand in a puddle of popo long enough, maybe it kind of, gets under your nails, it seeps into your clothes. And I want to say that that's kind of symbolizing the essence of you. It's clearing that out. So here's the part that I get confused about, because then you have a friendship card. And your tarot cards are funny. Because if I wasn't looking at the tarot cards, I want to say that to me, because these are all the same color too. It's all this like beautiful purple. Oh, right? Even this card has got all that beautiful purple, violet, crown chakra energy. But this is, okay, so opening up your chakras, clearing them up, and then friendships. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So I'm thinking, oh, well, that's nice. It's almost like they're opening up their chakras to receive new connections in their life, right? But I don't think so. So because your tarot cards are telling me a completely different story. You go from the Sun to the Two of Swords to the Five of Swords. I want to say, right? Okay, so the Sun is like you have this clarity. You see truly here. And well, maybe that's what it is. You see truly. Maybe if anybody is not sure about their relationship with you, maybe that's an indication to you to cut it out. I don't know. Because you know what I'm saying? Like it's interesting because, okay, so when I look at the tarot cards and then I look at this card and I read, now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Because the Sun is that. The Sun is fulfilling your dreams. But yeah, there's something here. It could be even you cutting out indecision maybe. Could be that. It could be that, because this is a funny little area that I'm reading here. It's clearing out chakra, opening it up. It could be you, like, as difficult as it may be, because the Five of Swords is never a winning card. It's like, it's not what you wanted to do, but it's what you got to do. It's the indecision. So I do feel a little bit like it's, maybe recognizing friendships or connections that don't support you in fulfilling your dreams. And you might be getting downloads about this with all this violet energy sitting in this. If it's not that, everybody's going to be a little bit different. I do feel like it's you taking some kind of stock here about maybe sitting on the fence about things, or I want to say, okay, this is interesting. There's something coming through here with, always leaving it up to chance, or always, actually funny, because it's coming in, it's exactly this. We just finished watching with my book club ladies, we're getting more and more into watching movies and reading books. We'll read the books. We don't talk about them much. But anyway, so we watched Book Club 1. We've been actually coming here to do it, which has been kind of fun. We watched Book Club 1, and then I rented it on, actually, I didn't know you could rent movies on YouTube, so there you go. I rented it on YouTube and watched it in my basement here together. And I can't remember, it's Jane Fonda's character. She's never been married, like never. And she's, I don't know, she's in her 80s now as herself. In the movie, I'm not sure how old she is. But she's she's looking at signs to give her an out to not make a decision. That's what this is what I'm getting at with this. It's like looking for signs. That must mean I shouldn't do this. That must mean I won't do it. And it was a big thing. Like, she was deciding to marry her childhood sweetheart, but the car broke down. Don't you see that this is a sign I shouldn't do it? I shouldn't do it. And I'm thinking, you either know you want to do it or you don't want to do it. That's not the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing where you say, fuck it, universe. I want to do this. I love that man. I'm going to do it. And then there was always these little things, and I don't remember. It was some point where it just became, you need to do what you need to do. Anyways, I'm not going to give away the movie. But that's what this is to me. It was like, I looked at that and I thought to myself, how can you you're looking at something, right? Because where I'm going with this is the Two of Swords is, if you don't know how to make a decision, leave it up to your intuition. Your intuition will guide you. But you have the Five of Swords here, right? There's something going on here, because the Sun, that seems like a weird thing to cut out of your life. Your dreams and wishes, your fulfillment here, actualizing who you truly are, what you're really meant to do. And there's something going on here where I feel like you might be too caught up in the signs and synchronicities around you and allowing that to make decisions for you, where you need to make decisions here. And I maybe you are, because you got the Five of Swords. You're like, no, I know what I want. I'm not going to read into everything and say, well, that's a reason why I shouldn't do it. Or that's a reason why, that'll not work. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm pulling in here with this energy. And it's interesting because you've got Archangel Metatron. So there is geometric symbols around you. But I do feel like there's something here about, at the end of the day, you have free choice. What is your choice? Because the Two of Swords is not making a choice, and it's cutting that out. So I kind of, in some ways, I like the energy if you are really actually doing this. If you're not, I think it's something to think about. And again, I'm not sure about how that relates to friends. You might even, in that movie, her friends were encouraging her, what are you talking about? Guys love each other. Here we are, we're in Italy. Let's do it. So it could be even maybe you have friends that are trying to support you in a dream or a wish that you have, fulfilling that. But I want to say, over focusing on the signs and synchronicities that tell you shouldn't. Very unique message. So now, the lesson that you haven't fully learned, this is interesting too. Trying to figure out who this is. Who is this King of Wands? Is this someone who broke your heart? Because it's the only, outside of that Page of Wands sitting behind here in your underline, it's the only court card. And it's not really one that I would say is you. So it's kind of got me wondering that you haven't fully learned something here. It's about, you got the Comfort card, Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So that's why I kind of wonder, is it somebody that broke your heart and you're still kind of gaining the wisdom in that? You're gaining the wisdom in someone who broke your heart. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Okay. This almost feels like someone that maybe you're not over, just because of that. And if it's not over them, it's over the idea of what you could have had with them. it's not quite over the idea of maybe the, I don't know, if you were attracted to this person. The King of Wands is very dynamic and very attractive. And is that causing you to read more into signs and synchronicities than what you should be? Because that's the real wisdom here. And it's so funny because now I'm seeing the lesson that you've mastered and I get it. It is this message that I'm starting to pull out here. Okay, because the message that you have fully learned is clearing your space and nature signs. So maybe, I don't know who this King of Wands is, but maybe you cleared yourself of this person. You, the signs were there. Like, it was so obvious you needed to do this. I don't know. But like, you've mastered seeing the signs here. And I want to say, to me, like, esoteric, sacred geometry, things like that, like patterns in nature, a rock formation or things like that could be how the universe could try to communicate to you. Names on a billboard or something like that even too, right? So these signs, now think of the way I'm going to say what it says on the card, but think about it too, right? In terms of the lesson that you fully learned, is be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. Well, that's interesting because you've got the chakra clearing right now, which is opening up your heart and your mind because they're associated with chakra points. So like you've mastered that, but clear your space. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you and use Feng Shui. These are things, Feng Shui are things that are, you know, they could be things that are creating energetic or energy blocks around us, right? And I feel like that could be like really relative to if you were overanalyzing signs and synchronicities. Well, I know, interesting. You have the Hierophant at the bottom. So I do want to say and you know, it's really funny too, because he's showing like, is it geometry on the board? That's crazy, I think. I think it is. Yeah. Right. When they start incorporating the alphabet into math, wasn't already fucked up. So put the alphabet in it. So yeah, that is like geometry. Oh, that's weird. This reading, I think there's more to this than what this is on the surface. This is deep, right? Because now that's over here. And it's almost like wiping the board, right? Like getting up and just wiping the board clean. Clear your space. Wiping it all off the board. That's fascinating. Okay, but that's what you've learned. You've cleared your space. You've wiped everything off the board. And the board has got all this geometry on it. And that was you then. And now you're still working with the geometry. But, you know, I do feel like you are, because it's chakra clearing. Clear your space. The geometry. I don't know. I feel like there's something more here that I'm not picking up on. It's a sign of the synchronicity. Isn't it? Isn't it kind of crazy? Shit. So, okay. I got to pull out tarot. I feel like I already pulled out the tarot. But the clarifiers. I don't want this one. Sorry, Spirit. Or maybe Spirit told me. I don't know. Look what I'm doing. I'm like almost doing it in your reading. Oh, no, sorry. I wanted this deck, so I took it. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at the chakra clearing and the friendship. What are you clearing here? No. I'm going to say opening, because I feel like, because openings, I feel like you've cleared something. You've already cleared something, and we'll talk about that over there. What are you opening here? What are you opening in the now? Oh, wishes. Your dreams. The Nine of Cups. Your dreams. You're opening your dreams now. Friendship. What is this friendship for you? The Two of Wands. Something that you're hoping for, projecting. Oh, come on. It's like you're hoping that the universe will break something down for you. Okay. I'm not sure what the friendship is, but the universe will lead me to the Tower moment. Well, I don't know what the Tower moment is. We have the Sun and the Nine of Cups. So, like, we're talking about, right? Like your dreams, the fulfillment of those. Are you hoping your friends will do something instead of you doing something? Or your friends will make a decision instead of you having to make that decision? Are you leaving something up to others? And when I say others, I want to say, like, it could be friends, it could be acquaintances, and the universe. Why would you leave something so important as that up to the universe? And I don't know, maybe it's not right even in front of you. Like, maybe like, I don't know, Cindy. Why would I? I don't know. Just hearing that, like, I don't know. But I mean, I just want to say, for whoever this resonates, like, if that's what the cards are telling me. The universe will show me how to break something down here, how to dismantle the Sun. I think you're quite capable of doing that because you cleared the space. Look, it's the Five of Cups in the World. So, I mean, this is another part. Oh, wow. This is like the physical. What did I say? Right? It was like something about in the past. It's like you see a muddle. What does it say? A puddle of mud. Still a puddle of shit. But anyways, call it what it is. No, it is. It might have been shit. Shit, call it shit. If your mouth is full of it, don't prance around like nothing's wrong. Just go, everything is fine. Everything is fine. No, this, like, it was like a physical thing here, right? And then you get yourself out of it with the Eight of Wands and the Three of Wands. I want more for myself than this lack. And then, so now we're talking about the chakras. This is more like, this is the internal clearing out. And I even said, like, maybe it takes time. You know, if you've been sitting in that puddle of sewage long enough, you know, it gets under your nails, it seeps into your pores. You got to get it out. You got to clear it and open it up again, right? So now here we go. So this is closing off the emotional disappointments that come in with realizing you're in shit. Because we remove ourselves from physical situations all the time, but the psychological and the emotional part of that takes longer to clear out. So that it actually makes sense. I love the way that it's sitting in there. So it is the Sun, the happiness, the joy. Yeah, it is chasing it. I hope. Okay, the Two of Swords. The Nine of Wands, the Death card. Well, that's good in that. The High Priestess. Oh, this reading. Oh, Gemini. There's something going on here about, well, I don't know. I might ask for advice right in this little area for you. I don't know. Maybe that's what you need to do. Because this is putting an end to some sort of long, drawn-out struggle. And the rebirth here is like trusting in the universe. The Five of Swords. The Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. It's healing maybe the things that you've missed for yourself. Things that you missed out on when you were in a puddle of poo. Cutting that out and healing it. Oh, okay, yeah. It takes me a minute. Cutting that out and healing it. The emotional consequences that kind of tied to sort of like the physical lack. Okay, the King of Wands. Let's come over here. This King of Wands. Tell us about this King of Wands in the lesson not fully learned for Gemini. I mean, it could be a way that you self-actualize too, right? It's Leo energy and you've got the sun, self-actualization. The Empress and the Three of Pentacles. Wow, how you go after the things that you really want, how you... The lesson not fully learned. Well, I'm going to say this too, is if this is even about like partnerships or collaborating with people, working on projects with people, but there is like, I am helping you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. I mean, it could be something romantic, but even like through friendships and things, like maybe you're hoping that the universe with the friendship dismantles something that, I don't know. I just feel like the little Aries inside of me is like, sometimes you just need to do shit. Just do it. Don't wait for the universe to show you. Just do it. It might be one of those. There's times where I need to sit back and say, okay, the universe needs to deal with this because I can't, but I don't know right now. Because I'll tell you right now, the King of Wands is not worthy of the Empress, right? I mean, the counterpart for the Empress is the Emperor. There's two ways this could be coming through. Either you've dealt with people in the past or a person in the past that you don't feel saw your value. Or did you, because you have the Four of Cups here, did you miss an opportunity because you didn't see the value at the time because you were in the puddle of shit and everything around you could have looked like shit, right? It's possible. Right? And wisdom, and the wisdom that we gain in that. It's not I want to say you can play it both ways. It's not seeing the value in others around you at a particular time because possibly of an environment. Like it just feels like that with the Five of Pentacles. Or I want to do both because I think we can all do this to others and to ourselves. And it is also not seeing our own value because of the puddle of shit that we have surrounded ourselves in, right? And then we miss opportunities. So comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. No, you have the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something was missed here. Something was like kind of shut down. Something felt shut down. Somebody's heart felt like it was rejected, honestly, with that. And the wisdom. Whoa, the Page of Wands. Yeah, because we have the Page of Wands over there and the Eight of Swords. This is like the wisdom to recognize what you shouldn't say or who you shouldn't say it to, or that certain things said could limit your options. Something like that. Like right? Because there's something here about the Page of Wands, but like, so changing that. I mean, I didn't really know what that was, but there is some sort of a change in how you write, your creative writing, something deep inside you with the creative writing in the hidden depths. So the wisdom to see when once you heal your heart, it is a perspective here too, but you're fully learning. You haven't fully learned this. I want to also say there could be some sort of communication that you don't know about, because you haven't fully learned it, and it's in wisdom. Wisdom are the things that we know. So, and the Eight of Swords, it's like something you can't see. That's very interesting. So what is this? Let me see. What is this? The Wheel of Fortune. Damn, it's the King of Swords and the Lovers. Well, I want to say it could be a counterpart for you. It's a path. It is a place that the universe does have lined up for you. It is a thing, it is a person, whatever it is. All right. So, what you fully learned was to clear your space. You can see the signs, erase the board, remove geometry, clear your space. I don't know that I've ever used geometry in my life. I don't know. Maybe I have. Somebody would say, oh no, you used it in this, Cindy. The Eight of Pentacles. Maybe it's a workspace too, with the Hierophant. Nature signs. Oh, the King of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Emperor. Oh, isn't that interesting? It's like a hidden heartache. But there's the counterpart for the Empress. Oh, this is very interesting. I feel like Jessica Fletcher right now. Okay. Because there's deep hidden feelings create heartache. Oh my God. I just feel like I solved Pictionary. Deep hidden feelings cause the heartache because there's something here, like something's not been communicated, something that you can't see, something you don't know. You haven't learned something fully yet. Somebody likes you. No, that's what it feels like. There's something that you have not fully learned here. It's about somebody's feelings. Oh my God, that was hard to pull out. Is it just me? Am I that bad of a tarot reader? But yeah, oh geez. You fully learned the sign, but wait, have you? This is what's so odd. If it's not somebody's feelings for you, it's the feelings that you have and understanding how, I don't know, the situations that we find ourselves in, it's like a pile of shit, how that can affect us in deeper ways. Like even if I said that, like when you've been soaking in something, I like to garden often in my bare hands, and then I have like all this dirt under my nails and my nail beds for like forever. It can be hard to get it out. It takes time to get that out of you, right? So yeah, you're learning a way here to communicate feelings and emotions, because the heartache, you haven't fully learned. Maybe you haven't fully, I honestly do feel like you haven't fully learned about how somebody feels about you. The Hierophant. The Queen of Swords and the Ten of Wands. This is like a burden. The Queen of Swords. So your King and Queen of Swords are here, and the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, so right. So who are sitting out on their own here? We have the King of Wands. There's nobody there for that energy. And the King of Cups. There's no Queen of Wands. There's no Queen of Cups here. But there is like something very like-minded. Something like-minded. Could be relationship status too, because they both show up as the divorced people in the tarot. I still feel like we're putting together a puzzle for you. know. I think that's it. Like, that's what I have. Well, what's at the bottom? The King of Pentacles. Well, what is he doing here? So there's 3 kings without a counterpart energy, which is interesting, right? Because you being an air sign, your counterpart is here. Like, you have that energy in this reading. If it's a friend, if it's a lover, I don't know. But I think you're in process of unraveling a mystery or exposing something. So I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, Gemini, we're going to find out, we're going to look at you in transformation. You know, like, what does that look like? This is Gemini in transformation. And then we're going to look at you, like future you. So we kind of see as you transform in that future, you know what I'm saying? Okay, there we go. So that's what I have, Gemini. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.